Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Morrowind. Last time, we explored the area around Seydanin a little. Found a little underwater cave, almost drowned a few times. Fun times, fun times. We also found... What else did we find? We found that cave, or the tomb, that had this little interesting shipyard contract in it. I assume this has something to do with the shipyard quest that I'm currently on. Um, But I'm going to ignore all of that for now, and today we are going to head to Balmora because I need money if I want to do my short-term goal of buying that tent. And I'm not going to get any good money in this podunk little town in the middle of nowhere. It's a little quaint little fishing town. So we're going to go to Balmora, which is where we're supposed to go for the quest. So the main quest of the game wants us to report to Caius Casatus in the town of Balmora. So, how are we getting to Balmora? Well, there's a couple ways. We can either take the path, take the road, and go this way past Pelagiad, past the Moonmouth Legion Fort to Balmora. We could also take this road, the road that we were kind of going along yesterday and exploring. Go up the coastline and take a right, go over the mountains, head to Balmora. Or we can simply take a taxi.
I hope this won't take long.
Are you important? Or are you just one of the random people? Yeah, you're just one of the random people. So this is a silt strider.
When you can ride.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big bug thing. They carve out the shell so we can ride in, and then they use the exposed nerves of the bug to control it, which is kind of screwed up if you think about it.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Same low price. This is the seaport village of Seydanin, Outlander, in the Bitter Coast region. I'm a caravaner, and I manage the Silt Strider port here. Tell me your destination if you're looking for a ride, or if you're new to Seydanin, I can help you with local services or any specific place in Seydanin you're looking for. Or if you want someone in particular, maybe I know where to look. Well, Vodunius Nakudis told us to mention his name here. Oh yes, he steers business my way, and I do him a little favor now and then. Poor fellow, I don't think he's happy here on Vardenfell. Apparently, Vedenius Nicias isn't very happy. So, she can take us from Seydanin to either Balmora, Vivek, Nissus, or Saran. And let's learn a little bit more about Siltstriders. Siltstriders carry passages and cargo between settlements on Vardenfell. Fares depend on distance to be traveled. Siltstriders are giant insects. A compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. The driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Siltstriders travel between Aldrune, Balmora, Seydanin, Saran, Nisus, Moligmar, Margan, and the North Landing near Vivek. So, Vedenius Nakudis isn't really happy here. Maybe we can fix that. But maybe that's something to do later, because I want to go to Balmora. It's only 14 GP, but maybe we could persuade her and make it cheaper. So this is how persuasion works in this game. You simply admire or intimidate them over and over and over until they like you. So I'm just mashing the enter button until she hits max attitude. Is that what that bar means? Attitude? I think that's what it means. There is literally no reason not to do this on anyone that you're going to be, like, buying services from. And it is also a decent way to level your speechcraft. Some of the stuff in Morrowind is pretty gamey. I'm going to try not to do, like, the super exploitative things, like potion looping and stuff like that. But why not persuade people by admiring them 500 times in a row until they like me? Okay, I need a cutoff point. If I can get her above 70, I'll consider that good. Right now my speechcraft is pretty low, so it's gonna take a minute until it actually works out. Hmm. Not getting very lucky here, huh? I was decently high for a second there. Let's just consider this grinding speechcraft. Is that okay? Is that what I'm doing here? I'm grinding speechcraft. Okay. I'll get above 50 and then leave. Okay. This is good enough. I saved 2 gold. Let's go.
Where would you like to go?
We made it. Welcome to Balmora, one of the first major cities in the game. There's many things here. But first, we hit level 3 from spamming the crap out of our speechcraft. So speechcraft increases personality, willpower, and intelligence, and luck. So that's good. So, what are we doing here? Well, to find out where we live, I should ask in Balmora at the corner club called the South Wall, and when I find Caius Casidas, I must give him his package. So Balmora has many things, many goods. It's got several shops to buy and sell and steal from. It's got a branch of the Fighters Guild, a branch of the Mages Guild, a branch of the Thieves Guild, and is the main location of House Hlalu, which is one of the 5 great houses of Morrowind. Talking about the great houses, I'm not entirely sure which one that I'm going to join quite yet. What's my character's name? Sharia? Yeah, that's it. Sharia doesn't really feel like she fits in most of the great houses, except maybe Talvani.
What makes this smell?
So I'll think about it.
By the gods, you tourists are a nuisance.
Yeah. I'm looking for the South Wall Corner Club. South Wall is a working-class corner club in Balmora, east of the Ode River on the south end of Labor Street, owned by Beola Kloskis. Can you tell me about Beola Kloskis? It's the owner and proprietor of South Wall. Okay. Goodbye.
Make it quick, Bosman.
I think most of these people are just random characters created by the mod that adds, like, more NPCs so that the place is actually, like, lived in. That's on Labor Street, east side of the Ode, near the South Wall, obviously. Okay, you don't have to be snippy about it.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
I'm aware that people don't like me, but you don't have to be snippy about it. Here's a
Make it
Hlalu
quick,
guard.
Bosman.
I'm an officer of House Hlalu and Imperial Law. Move along. Well, let's learn a little bit about the great House Hlalu. you wish to join my house, speak to Nalino Dorvian at the Hlalu Council Manor. Well, I don't know if I want to join them quite yet. The River Odai flows through the center of Balmora to the coast near Hlalod. It must be this river here, the River Odai. This river. It's some person's house. Ooh, this door's locked. Fancy. Southwall Corner Club. We made it. I'm looking for Caius Casadas. I'm happy to tell my friends about Caius Casadas, but you're not my friend. Well, what if I admire you a bit? Hope you still don't want to tell me. Still don't want to tell me. Okay, maybe later.
I don't deal with the likes of you.
How about
I really
you?
don't have time for this, so make it quick.
These guys really don't want to tell me about Caius. Ooh, a Thieves Guild supply chest. I wonder what that's doing there.
Speak now or leave now.
Okay, Sugar Lips. Join the Thieves Guild, you say? That seems like something Shirai would want to do. Yeah, you look like you may have some skill. You want to join? Or maybe you want to know what we're about. Here are the rules first. Just remember there is honor among thieves. Do not steal from a brother thief. Everyone else is a mark. Do not attack a brother thief. Do what you will to everyone else. You have a price on your head. We have ways of taking care of it. Break these rules, you must speak with one of the masterminds here in Morrowind to regain your good standing. You think you can handle it? Yes. You are now a toad in the Thieves Guild. Welcome, Sister Sharia Lightfoot. Talk to me when you want some odd jobs to do and when you think you're ready for advancement. If you have a price on your head, there are those you can talk to as well. If you're curious about the rank, the privileges your rank gives you, ask me about faction ranks. Well, let me hear. As a toad of the Thieves Guild, you have access to most of our services, and beds as well as supply chests. I also have jobs for you. Your journal has been updated. I have joined the Thieves Guild. As a toad, I have access to the supply chest and a number of services. Sugarlips Habasi has jobs for me. Well, a good friend of Habasi wants a diamond. Nilera the Alchemist has diamonds. A friend wants a diamond from Habasi. Clara of Whitehaven has diamonds. The last time Habasi sniffed out her store, bring Habasi a diamond. Her shop is on the northwest side of town. Go across the river, turn right, and keep going. If you reach the temple, turn left. Okay. A little bit more about the Thieves Guild. I'm already in the Thieves Guild. Right. Let me read this book. Not really in a reading mood right now. So from this supply chest, we get some potions, we get some lockpicks and probes. All free, and these resupply
Sorry,
themselves
stranger,
after a
my
minute.
time is short, so get on with it.
So these guys like me a little bit more now. I wonder why. Arthar at your service. I'm in the guild. So, factions in this game require stats and skills to, to level up. As you can see, to hit the next rank, I need 25 agility, 10 personality, and I need one of these favorite skills at level 20 and two of these favorite skills at level 10. And I also need to do some quests to show that I've got what it takes. Now, every character in the game belongs to a faction, and people in the same faction as you will like you more, and people in factions opposed to your faction will like you less. In the case of the Thieves Guild, I believe the opposing factions are the Imperial Legion and the Fighters Guild. I can't really remember. Some of them are obvious, like the two different religious factions, the Imperial Cult and the Tribunal Temple. They don't like each other. The Great Houses do not like each other, so if you join House Slalu, House Redoran, and House Telvanni, characters will like you less. For the most part, it's a little obvious which ones will like you less, and even if it isn't obvious, who cares? Hello,
Khajiit has no
Shilanar.
time for you.
The old gray-haired gobbles sugar like Scuttle. Shiranir is surprised he still walks, but it doesn't affect him. That is the mark of a long-time user. Apparently this guy does the drugs. Only he stands there. Can you tell me about Caius? I don't know what your business with him is, but be careful. Caius Casatus may appear to be a pathetic old man, but don't judge by appearances. Some people made that mistake a while ago, and now they're not with us anymore. Well, good to know.
What is it, pest?
Can you tell me about Caius? Interesting old fellow. Been in Balmora a long time, since before the district reorganization. Been in some trouble, but he apparently knows some people. Goes off for a while, then comes back. He's a veteran, I think. Has friends over at Fort Moonmoth. Don't know where he gets his money, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't legal.
What stranger?
Can you tell me about Caius?
What's this regarding?
You do not share.
Okay, I'm gonna admire you a bunch until this Caius dialogue option turns up. You're not my friend. How high do I need to be? What?
Khajiit has no time for you.
Like, I know where Caius lives.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Oh, this is the Publician of the South Wall. Can you tell me where Caius is? Delivery for him, eh? Old Caius rents a little bed and basket just up the hill on the north edge of town. Go out the front door, not the upper door to the terrace, then right up the stairs, then left at the top of the stairs, and down to the end of the street. Why, thank you. This is the owner? Got a little secret? Somebody said Larius Varro over at Fort Moonmoth is looking for you. Said he wanted to talk to you. Don't know what about. That's interesting.
Go ahead, stranger.
It's an interesting development. But first, let's go and talk to Caius. So go up the stairs, turn left. Yeah. Tell me about Neclara of Whitehaven. Her shop is a two-story building on the northwest side of town.
I haven't got all day.
And here we are at Caius Casatus' house. What? Yes, I'm Caius Casatus, but what do you mean you were told to report to Caius Casatus? What are you talking about? So, you say your name is Sharia Lightfoot and you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it. Yes. Yes, very interesting. So it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the blades. And that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders, Sharia Lightfoot? I suppose. Does it pay? Good. Welcome to the service, novice Sharia Lightfoot. Now you belong to the Blades. We're the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or if you're in a hurry, I can give you your orders right away, but don't forget to visit the Blades trainers. Well, let's talk about all this stuff that we've just done. So, these Blades agents offer training. Not free, of course, but cheap for a fellow agent. Look for Rithline, Timarin, and Ninetoes here in Balmora. In Caldera, see Serain Leorain. In Aldrune, see Gildan. Sivor Horsemouth lives in a hut west of Caldera. And Alone the Scout can be found at Ariel's Trade House in Seydanin. So, what's the deal with the Blades? We're spies. We're the Emperor's hidden eyes and ears in the provinces. We watch the Emperor's enemies. We look for opportunities, we make reports, and when the Emperor commands, we obey. but we're only one of many guilds and factions in Morrowind. You should know a little about Morrowind politics before you get involved with any of these other groups. Tell me more about these guilds and factions. Groups favoring Imperial interests are the Blades, the Imperial Cults, the Imperial Legion, the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, and the Thieves Guild. Groups favoring native Dunmer interests are House Redoran, House Hlalu, and House Telvanni, the Temple, the Morik Tong, the Kimona Tong, and the Ashlanders. So we're learning all sorts of lore here today, huh? Tell me about the Ashlanders. I don't know much about the Ashlanders. Most people say they are murderous savages, but most people are idiots. I like that line. I know they hate their settled Dunmer cousins almost as much as they hate Westerners. They must be tough to live in the Ashlands. I don't think Outlanders can become members of the tribes. I don't know why anyone would want to. Tell me about you. I am the Imperial Spymaster for Morrowind, and since I'm the ranking Blades agent in Morrowind, you report to me. You follow orders, and we'll get along fine. About the Kimona Tong. The Kimona Tong is Morrowind's native criminal syndicate. They're tough and ruthless, and have connections in the higher ranks of House Hlalu. The Kimona Tong competes directly with the Thieves Guild for control of illegal trade, and Kimona Tong will not tolerate competition. Compared with the Kimona Tong, the Thieves Guild is relatively decent and honorable, certainly less brutal. They don't accept Outlanders as members. Forget about it. I wouldn't want to join them anyways. How about the Thieves Guild? In the rest of the Empire, the Thieves Guild is a more or less organized group of local criminal syndicates governing illegal trade in their communities. Here in Morrowind, the Thieves Guild is the newcomer. The established local crime lords are called the Kimona Tong. The Thieves Guild doesn't advertise, partially to avoid the law and partially to avoid the Kimona Tong, who have sworn to destroy the upstart Thieves Guild. Sugarlips Habasi over at the South Wall is the local guild boss. How about you tell me about the Fighters Guild? The Fighters Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor to regulate the hiring and training of mercenaries. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. You have to start your service with Adis Fireeye, the Balmora guild steward. She's new, and I don't know her well. Perseus Mercurius, the Aldoon guild steward, I know and trust, but he only handles higher ranking assignments. Let me know about the Mages Guild. It's a guild for the arcane arts, and it's where you go to find wizards for hire. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. If you want to be a wizard, join and work your way up the ranks. The Mages Guild here is a better bet than the Fighters Guild. Rannis Arthas is the guild steward, so talk to her if you want to join up. She's got a chip on her shoulder, but her apprentice Idra seems okay for a Khajiit. How about the three great houses? House Hlalu is one of the three Grunmer great houses on Vardenfell. I mentioned there are 5 great houses. Dress and Indoril are not really on the island of Vardenfell. They're on the mainland. They're loyal supporters of the Empire, open-minded in religious and cultural matters, and greedy and ambitious in the best Imperial tradition. It's difficult to rise in their ranks as an Outlander, but the great houses hold power in Morrowind. Talk to Hlalu counselors if you want to become a Hlalu retainer. So they're the bootlickers, the money grabbers. They want the cash that's flowing in from the Empire. House Redoran is one of the 3 Dunmer great houses on Vardenfell, a very serious and honorable bunch. It's difficult for an Outlander to join and rise in their ranks, but the great houses are where the power lies in Morrowind. Talk to Redoran counselors if you want to become a Redoran retainer. House Redoran is the honorable house. You may be familiar with them if you have played Skyrim and what's the expansion? The Dragonborn expansion? Whichever one takes you to Solstheim. House Redoran are pretty major players in that expansion. Then there's the House Telvanni. Their nobles are 1,000-year-old wizards. Telvanni are supposed to hate politics, foreigners, and just about anything else, but the Vardenfell Telvanni are apparently more ambitious and adventurous than most. I don't know much about them, but they do hire Western mercenaries, and some even rise to higher ranks. Talk to Telvanni counselors if you want to become a Telvanni retainer. So the Telvanni are the wizards. They don't give a shit about what happens as long as they can increase their wizardly power. Which is fair. Let me learn about the temple. The Tribunal Temple is the native religion. They worship three god kings, Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek, who are known together as the Tribunal. We usually just call it the Temple. They're narrow-minded and superstitious, but I find a lot to admire, particularly their concern for the poor. They accept Outlanders as members, but few Outlanders join except for the services. Talk to Feldreo Saldri at the Bomora Temple if you're thinking about joining. Tell me about the Imperial Cult. The Imperial Cult worships the Nine Divines, the Aedra Akatosh, Debella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, and Julios, and Tiber Septim, founder and patron of the Empire. In Morrowind, it's partly maintaining the faith for Outlanders like us, and partly a missionary cult, bringing enlightenment to the heathen Dunmer. You can see Samuta Vunis at Fort Moonmouth to join, but you have to go to Ebonheart if you want to become a lay servant. So the temple, the Tribunal Temple, and the Imperial Cult are basically at odds. The Tribunal Temple is the native religion that most Dunmer worship, and the Imperial Cult are trying to weasel their way in now that Morrowind belongs to the Empire. Trying to make the heathen Dunmer learn the ways of the nine gods. All 9 of them. The Imperial Legion has several fort garrisons here on Vardenfell. The lower ranks handle law enforcement, escorts, rescues, dangerous predators, diseased and bladed beasts, and so forth. Only one fort accepts recruits, Fort Darius in Nisus. Nisus is a frontier outpost, isolated, a little rough, but good experience if you're interested. See General Darius in Nis. So I'm not going to talk to him about every single one of these things. I just kind of want to talk to him about the different factions and then get my orders. Maybe I'll come back and talk to him more later, but I don't want this entire video to be nothing but a lore dump. So the final faction in this list, the Morag Tong. The Morag Tong is a guild of executioners and assassins, completely legal and guided by a strict code of conduct. It's an ancient Dunmer society steeped in tradition, but I know and respect a few Westerners who belong to the Morag Tong. They are nothing like the Dark Brotherhood. I have no idea how to join them. Alright, so give me some orders. First thing, Pilgrim, you're new. And you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild, or Mages Guild, or Imperial Cult or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain some skill and experience, or go out on your own, look for freelance work or trouble. And when you're ready, come back and I'll have orders for you. Okay, so he basically telling me to go get the fuck out and get a job. And then come back. So that's fair.
I'm listening.
So, Mr. Caius over here has a whole lot of drugs. Got his skooma pipe, his moon sugar. He said to not take his stuff, and I will respect that. I'll respect this man who lays in his house and doesn't wear a shirt. So we were told to get a job. So what kind of job should we do? I believe what he wants us to do is increase our reputation. But I'm, instead of doing that, going to get some diamonds. So she believes that Nalkara of Whitehaven here in Belmore has diamonds, but any diamond will do. So we're going to do some good old-fashioned stealing. As I've mentioned before, if you steal from a vendor and then try to sell what you stole from that vendor back to them, they will know, and you will get a bounty. However, what I didn't mention is if you steal something from a vendor and try to sell them an item that is the same as what you stole, but isn't the exact thing that you stole, they will also give you a bounty, because they will know that you stole a thing from them, despite the fact that you are selling them a different thing. Which is stupid, but it is how the game works. So when stealing from vendors, you need to make absolutely certain that you do not sell what you stole back to them. So here's the alchemist shop. Hello. Yes, I'm Nalkara. How may I help you? Well, let's see what you've got first of all. You got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of bad to good potions and alchemy ingredients. Now I could simply buy a diamond from you, but that doesn't sound very thieving,
You will
does
address
it?
me with respect.
Okay, well, there's some diamonds over here. Maybe there's some diamonds around that aren't immediately in the sight of guard or the proprietress. The loft. So let me do a little bit of thieving. Let me get my cheapo lockpick. Diamonds. Beautiful. Exactly what I was looking for. Don't mind me just stealing your stuff. Sure, I'll take all that garbage. Alright, what do we have up here? Eggs. So the easiest way to avoid selling something that you have stolen from a vendor is to simply not steal from the vendors that you are planning on selling to. That is the easiest solution. My solution is to just quick save prior to selling to people. And then if they call me out on selling something bad to them, I simply reload. Is that cheesy? A little bit. Got a book for some recipes. I'll take that. This paper is filled with arcane shorthand and notes taken by Nakara as she experiments. Got some books. Alright. I believe that does it for here. I could try and steal some, like, more things, like, directly in front of these guys.
Why do you disturb me?
That seems a little, Don't mind me, I'm in your blind spot. Nope, not anymore. Same deal over here. Maybe I can, like, peek my way around the corner and take these diamonds. I did get a potion of telekinesis, which would let me grab these from a distance. I think I should save those for more useful things. Oh, I have over-encumbered myself. Let me drop some of this heavy shit that I have just picked up. I don't need this one. Alright. So, don't sell to Nalkara. Or at the very least, don't sell her, like, alchemy supplies. We have picked up some pretty pricey things. Like a Grandmaster, 2 Grandmaster Mortar and Pestles. Normally, I would save these. Or save one of them for when I want to level my alchemy and make some potions. But I am currently desperate for money, so I'll probably sell at the very least one of them, maybe 2.
Disgusting.
Are you calling me disgusting? Tell me about the Kimona Tong. Somewhere it should be shared only with friends. Okay.
You risk your neck coming here.
I mean, yeah.
Whatever you're looking for, I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Why do these people hate me so much? It's because I am not one of them, and I am new.
If I can help, I will, but
Hello.
don't take too much time.
I have found you a diamond. Yes, a diamond. Habasi will take care of everything. Habasi cannot pay you until Habasi's friend pays Habasi, but Habasi has this potion to give you. Got a nice invisibility potion. Can I have a job? Habasi wants the key to Narano Manor. Downstairs manors are rarely locked, but Habasi wants to go upstairs secretly. Who has the key? Andres Narano has the key. Habasi thinks Narano's servant Sovar Trandil at the council club has a key. Okay. Tell me about Narano Manor. No, I don't. Not yet. Habasi is no patient clan mother. Bring the key to Habasi. So Andres Narano lives near Nalkara's shop. His home is in the middle of the street. And Savar Trandel spends all of his time in gold at the council club over by the Silt Strider. Can I advance? I am now Sharia Lighthood the Wet Ear.
What
So,
does the Basmer need?
I have improved my rank. Next rank, I need 30 agility and 30 personality, and I need 1 skill at 20. Alright, but before we get on our next job for the Thieves Guild,
You
I
Bosmer
need
aren't
to...
worth the trouble. Be gone.
I need to get rid of some of my stuff. And in fact... Can I make you like me a little more? Before I try and sell some shit to you. The same deal as before, I would like to get to at least 50. Maybe a little higher. Yeah, nice. Perfect. Okay, so let me sell you some of my stuff. You don't have a lot of gold, actually. Get a constant Night Eye helmet. I'd like that. Let me sell some of the crap that I've got laying around. Sell the Journeyman Mortal and Pestle. Oh, she doesn't buy that item. Oh. Okay. That's fair. Don't buy paper. How about books? You don't buy books. You do buy alchemy ingredients, though. So let me just ditch all of this stuff. take this one back and try and make a deal. 210? Okay.
What's this all about?
Out with it, woman.
Any other vendors of the Thieves Guild variety? Okay, do you buy alchemy? No. Okay. Oh, if I hold shift, I don't have to select how much every time. That's good. Oh, there's a search button? Huh. That's not vanilla. You buy books? No. Okay. Let me try and make a little bit of a deal here. How about 150? No. 145? No. 140? No. 135? No. 130? I believe that was the default amount. Let me wear this helmet. Will this make everything look funky? It looks a little funky. Night Eye in this game doesn't look terrible, thankfully. This should also make the outdoors look a little bit better.
Help you, but I'll try.
Good friend, this is an honor.
Alright, you're the person that I trained my persuasion on. Tell me about the Kimono Tong. The Kimono Tong is the old criminal syndicate here in Morrowind, and as everyone around here knows, there's a gang war between the Thieves Guild and the Kimono Tong. In Balmora, the Kimono Tong hangs out over at the corner club known as the Council Club. Watch yourself if you go in there, they're not very nice people. Sugar Lips only sells to higher ranks. How about you?
You have questions?
What? I don't offer any services. Who told you that? That's suspicious.
What, stranger?
You sell books. Let me persuade you a bit. Let's get you up to at least 69. There we go. And I will sell you this book. And this book. Let me try 120. Refused? 110? Refused? Oh no, 108.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
It's too clever for my
What does the boss want?
my ways.
The days you're
Okay, so I need somewhere to dump these alchemist things that
I don't have a lot of
isn't the alchemist I sold them from. Who do I normally go to just sell my garbage in Balmora? I think I normally go to you. Yeah, you're just a generic trader, if I remember correctly. I want to buy Revier's famous Daedric weapons. What? You say these are not Daedric weapons? No, you are right, but Revier is no liar. When you wish it, Revier's fiend, demon, and devil weapons will be as sharp as fine Daedric and as light as a Netch air sac. Magic lasts a short time, but long enough to punch through the toughest armor. Revier buys them direct from the Telvanni. You'll not find any cheaper in all Balmora. Okay, so this guy has a decent amount of gold, but that isn't quite enough. Let me see if I can get you up to 100. What's the word? Favor? No, that's not right. What word am I thinking of? 100, reputation? No. Whatever, 100. And like I said before, this is a little cheesy, but you know, sometimes you gotta embrace the cheese if you want to make money. And also, this is a great way to level speechcraft. Look, I never said Morrowind was the perfect example of a dialogue system. It is very video game. I really like Oblivion's persuasion system. The little like circle thing, the pie graph thing. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but if you played Oblivion and have tried to persuade people, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Okay, okay. 100 isn't going to happen. Let me try to get him to 69, like I did the other guy. Okay, there we go. And let me sell him some stuff. I guess I'm not getting rid of the Grandmaster Mortal and Pestles. Let me sell the really heavy stuff. He doesn't buy that? Oh crap, what am I gonna do with all this shit? Okay, let me try 225, 210, 205, 202, 201? No? Okay.
Greetings.
I really don't have time for this, so make it quick.
Who are you? What's your story? Bosmer Bard? Okay. Okay, I need to find someone who buys these alchemist supplies. You're just a random person. Do you sell them? Okay, okay. You do, and you have a decent amount of gold, actually. So let me admire you a bit. And then sell the heaviest stuff. Can I get 500? There we go.
Please, by all means. I'm listening.
Okay, and I got some repair hammers. You repair some of my stuff. Alright, I have liquidated some of my assets. Pawnbroker. That sounds like someone who will buy anything. And you've got a decent amount of money. Let me persuade you a little bit until you like me. God. This is so tedious. Same deal as before, I'll stop when I'm like around 69 because it's the funny number. I could just wait until I'm 100, but might take a long time. I wish I could just hold enter instead of mashing enter, but It's not how life works. I believe I started today with 5 speechcraft or 10 speechcraft, one of those. So I've leveled it a little bit. A little bit of cheese today. But that's fine. Sometimes you need a little bit of cheese. It's tasty. This person's very resistant to my wily ways. I believe it is more difficult to raise disposition. That's the word I was looking for. It's more difficult to raise disposition with people that also have high personality or high speechcraft. So sometimes you get shit like this where it just stays really low forever. God. This is so tedious. Okay. I need to... Come on. Don't go back down. Go back up. Come on. I believe in you. Oh. Okay. I'll stop now. Amulet of Frost. Cast when used, frost damage 1 to 25 on touch. Okay. And you don't even have enough gold for that. I guess I'll take some repair hammers to even this out a little and say 700 gold. 690 gold. Okay.
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
I've leveled up twice today doing nothing but spamming speechcraft. I mean, that's fair. It's also increased my willpower and intellect a little bit, which will be nice once I start using different spells. How much gold am I at? 3,715. I'm actually pretty close to being able to afford that tent. Can I perhaps... Outfitter? They probably don't buy mortar and pestles. Like a bookshelf? No, you're an armor. I wish these things weren't flopping around. You're the bookseller. What do we have over here? The razor hole. That doesn't sound like someone that would buy alchemy materials. 8 plates. I guess I just have to live with this junk for a while. I don't know who I would be able to liquidate this mortar and pestle to, other than the alchemist that I stole it from, who I really shouldn't sell it to. But that is probably going to do it for today's video. Today we actually got some stuff done, unlike usual. We have made it to Balmora. We reported to Caius Casidas, and he basically just told us to get the fuck out and get a job, which is fair. So we did get a job. Not the most respectable job, but we got a job. We're stealing some stuff. We're getting some money. We're making some bank. So yeah. Next time we'll make some more bank and probably get enough money to finally afford that tent. See you guys then.